between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And off we go from Cleveland. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And goes to the hurry up here.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson now on 3rd. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. He has it at the 13. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry.
On the jump.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Come on.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Finds him on the slant. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
70.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fields this at the 19. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Lamar now from the gun. first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Jackson, quick pass wide. This one gets to the 22. Michael McFadden able to make the play. Offense to the line fast. No throw, third and long. Finds him over the middle. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
We've set it downs from 37. On first down, they'll run. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. We got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss problem.
That's got to be so frustrating for them. I mean, you're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Addison going to motion over left. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Headed right through the middle of the field. And they're going to be set at the 11 after that play. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Completed right side to Addison. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. There's a dive up the middle. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
They give it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens go up 6-0 here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance.
On the set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, but really create some indecision now defensively.
Okay, it's Adonai Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got a first to begin the frame. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Throwing again here, Sanders. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
70.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And now they face 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Still has some space inside the 35. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Come on. Set. 70 lying. 7 Pirates. Set. Ready.
Play action, Sanders. Called in by Musgrave. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Warrior 70. Ready.
To the air on 1st down, Sanders. It's complete to Musgrave. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Count.
3rd and long for him here. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The kick by Patterson is good. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those.
The Browns get there and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring out 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready.
To the air, Sanders. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready?
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
From the gun, Judkins. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down.
Cut 19. Let's go now.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's got it. And I love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lamar back to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. Working quickly here.
Oh, we changed it.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a 1st down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. 1st down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bay on its way. Fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Another carry for him. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Ravens drive their Jefferson.
14. Browns 3.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Blocking, 18.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
19 yards.
They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Get it. Ready,
Throwing it again here. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I don't think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down around the 34. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd and 3 now. Lamar now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with one.
They dropped their chance to get off the field. So let's see if this offense can make them pay. 3rd down. This one right for Lamar. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Tyler Move out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Luke knocks it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down, Jackson to pass. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, kid, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go!
Judkins running between the tackles. He loses the football, but the Browns got this one back, so they luckily hang on to possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
On the give, here's Judkins. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Here we go. 18, 5, Panther 60, Panther.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Ravens going with a dime package now. 3rd down.
Here we go, shot.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
He's brought down before the return gets far. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Design run. Jackson keeping it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They send a man in motion. Here's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
That's grabbed at the 10. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun hands-off here for Junkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Another one for Junkins. That's good for a gain of 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Come on, set!
3rd and short here, Sanders. That one's complete, right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Set!
Under the gun, here's Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On first down, here's Sanders. On target to Musgrave. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action, Sanders. Blitz is there, and he goes down. The sack forces a now tougher third down.
Ready?
Third and long for him here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
They're going play action. On him quick, and they bring him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 18 at the 35-yard line.
Sanders going to look to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
First and 10 now from the 46. Blitz coming, Lamar. It's his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense to line. This is second and 4. This is the end of the third quarter. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. They'll run it from the gun. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
All set to go now from the 35.
Report.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Blitz coming here. Jackson. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Finds a big lane. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Omar, ready? Ready.
First down, here's Lamar. Catch is made in close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Hands up. Sit up. Ready. Listen up.
They'll try and punch it in. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's second and goal.
Where one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 3-yard line.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal.
Ready. Sit up. Ready. Ready, sit up. Sit up.
And he's tackled for no gain.
The defenders, they were ready for that play, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Ready, sit up. Sit up. Sit up. Sit up.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to fourth and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Well, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's fourth and goal.
Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. Ready. Sit up.
And a completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. They passed off 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over until it's over.
Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable doing anything in your playbook.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
Deputy Ranger.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Sanders setting the pass. Massive hits, the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Ravens. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Completed right side to Addison. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, now it's third down. And center receiver left. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Jackson's going to go on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the 1st and goal. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Ravens nearing their 6th win this season. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. One of the tight ends motioning left. Here's a give on 1st and goal. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He gets it again. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. Stopped for no gain, and now a big 3rd and goal decision coming up.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Nice.
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. Oh, no luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. 4th down. Here's Jackson. We will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
And they were able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance